Hello, and welcome to the living world of darkness, where Vinny has nothing to do what's going on, but he's excited. So, tonight, we find ourselves in the Big Apple, New York City. City that never sleeps, where street magic flows like wine and honey. Tonight, we will test that theory. As our favorite Akashic not wannabe, Ken, has decided to go out. He has resources too and a valid driver's license, and he's not afraid to use it, sir. He has gone and done so. He has purchased a U-Haul with a lift gate and a hand truck. What does he plan to do with these magical implements of manual labor? We will see.
Before he begins his journey, in accordance with New York state law, he uses his cell phone pre-journey. In fact, he's not even inside the vehicle. He's standing next to it when he makes this call to Maggie. Ring, ring. Maggie.
The phone finally picks up. Not sure exactly why he spoke before the phone picked up, but
Because he's impatient.
there's a sort of a clearing of the throat. What?
You at the casino?
I'm at the casino. Why you? No.
All right, get your awake face on.
Why?
Because meet me at the loading dock.
Is this like a Red Bull kind of thing, or is this like I can ease myself in pajamas and coffee cup?
This is like a Red Bull 5-hour energy, whatever caffeine pills you have. Wake the fuck up. I'm going to be at the loading dock.
You know, if he just wanted me to start doing meth, he could just say, "Start doing meth, Maggie."
I don't control your life.
Gets out of bed and starts rummaging around through her stuff to find a can of Red Bull. All right. How much time do I have? Do I have enough time to catch a shower?
Well, I typically travel the speed limit. And it is New York on a Friday.
Okay, so I'm going to catch a shower, and then I'm going to get dressed, and then I'm going to reach out to the loading docks.
Cool. And Ken hangs up.
Alrighty. And Ken is doing what? Other than standing there.
Ken is going to put his cell phone firmly in his pocket. He is then going to enter the vehicle and check all the things that you need to before beginning your journey.
Absolutely.
At which point he is going to put the keys in the ignition, start her up, check how much gas he has. If he doesn't have that much gas, he'll of course fill it up. It has to come back full anyway. And after that, he will travel doing the speed limit, following written and unwritten traffic laws, to go to the loading dock of the Temple of the Wheel Casino.
All right, you pull up to the loading dock of the Temple of the Wheel Casino. You see that there is a slip open. They are doing as one would expect. What time of day is this? Would you prefer to do this?
It's probably pre-rush hour.
Okay, all right. So we'll say that they're getting a food delivery. So there's another truck, and there's some people out, taking food inside through the loading dock. But then, like I said, there is a slip open for Ken to occupy with his moving truck.
Sweet. All right. Ken occupies it, engages the parking brake, turns off the engine, makes sure that the lights are on a setting where he's not just going to drain the battery if he leaves it there. Exits the vehicle, looks for Maggie.
Maggie is sitting on piles, like a stacked up pile of bags of rice, like the commercial bags of rice. They're set about, 5 feet off the ground or so, and she's sort of sitting there smoking a cigarette with a Red Bull in hand, wearing her jacket.
Sweet. You, me, safe place to talk.
You've got that look in your face like,
We're about to do a thing. Safe place to talk.
okay, come on, we'll go to the lounge, and Maggie will lead Ken up to the Magi Lounge.
And make sure I don't get towed.
Go get what?
Make sure I don't get towed.
She'll look at one of the guys at the delivery dock place, and just sort of nod. He's with us with the casino, so they're going to be loading in some stuff from the basement. So don't need to call like security people and do that whole thing like what happened last Wednesday when some guy pulled up and was like, trying to sell stuff off the back of his truck. You don't need to call the tow truck. And she will lead Ken upstairs.
Once they're there, Ken looks at her. Okay. You've been way deeper in this whole God thing than I have. What do you know about what the Aesir want?
Order and the opposite of what the giant world-eating snake wants.
Okay, clear, achievable objectives, Maggie.
Fuck, I don't know. Probably they want their book back, and probably or the fuck Alar got at the fucking thing, and basically sword fucking Fenrir fucking douchebag Silver Fox.
It's thankful for both of us that I'm a fucking ninja. They want the book and the rock. We have the book. Lark has the rock. That's going to be harder. Do you have any way of contacting the Aesir?
Yeah.
Good.
Can you just open with that?
It's about the journey, Maggie.
Right. Okay, hang on. And Maggie will walk them up to the roof of the parking garage because she doesn't want to potentially summon a god in the middle of the chantry. And so she takes the cigarette case out and puts the lock of hair in between her fingers, and she just gently whispers out,
Are you okay, dude?
That was not a soft whisper.
I'm good. I'm fine. So anyways, he just very, very calmly says, Sif,
She will get a response on the other end of the line. Yes.
you wanted the book, right?
Yes, indeed. We need both the book and the stone.
Okay, I can't help you with the other one just yet, but I can give you one.
Oh? Which do you have?
The book?
That would be extremely helpful.
Sweet. So, hang on for just a second, Sif. I'll get right back to you. She puts she puts her hand over the hair, not really, she's just kind of mimicking the whole cover the cell phone thing. Probably not even thinking that that's not going to work, more than likely. Okay, so Sif's all happy about the hair. Or about the book? What now? Do you want to meet her somewhere?
Yeah, an actual drop point would probably help our case.
Just takes it back off. So Can we meet you somewhere with the book?
Yeah, of course. Do you know of a safe location?
Covers her hand again. Do we know of a safe location?
Well, let's see. One of the places I know is occupied by someone who is in no uncertain terms stated that she does not want any of these objects housed there. And the other place is accessible to Alaric. So no.
That's going to be something of a negative, Sif. Oh, man. Have you ever been to Long Island?
No, I've not. Is there somewhere there that we can meet?
Yep.
Where's that?
It's a park.
Oh?
Mm-hmm. It's all the way over in Montauk. It's far out of the way, so that way no one's going to interrupt things.
I see a park in Montauk. Is this the only one there?
Yes.
Very well. I should be able to find it without too much trouble.
All right, we'll see you there in about 2 hours.
Tell her to bring Heimdall.
Can you bring Heimdall also?
I can certainly try.
All right. Look forward to seeing you. Anything you want from the city?
For now, you've already given me a great deal. Thank you so much, Maggie.
She smiles. We'll see you in a bit, and then she'll put the hair back in the cigarette case.
Okay.
You know, Ken, before we just go ahead and do this, maybe it's just me. Maybe it's just because I'm jaded, but this all feels like it's going to go down way too easy.
Maggie, do you want to die? Like die. In a cosmic avalanche.
I could think of worse ways to go, but the answer to your question being mostly no. I've got a boyfriend now.
That's excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Moving back to the main point here. If you don't want to die in a cosmic avalanche that will destroy us all, and leave Alaric standing in the ashes of 7 billion souls, we're going to get the hand truck, we're going to put the book in the U-Haul, and then we're going to go meet your friend.
Okay. I don't know if I would actually call her a friend or not. Like, we've been friendly, but friend?
Relative ally in not dying in a cosmic avalanche.
Again, just could have opened with that.
Still about the journey. Come
That's what I
on.
figured you would say. I'm getting good at this whole entropy thing. She says with a smirk and walks past him, patting him on the shoulder as she walks past.
Ken rolls his eyes and proceeds. Okay, so the plan from here is Ken will retrieve the hand truck. He got one of an appropriate size to move pretty hefty amounts of material. And they're going to proceed with the hand truck to where the book is, make a valiant attempt to load this book on, and then use combination of the hand truck and the lift gate to get the book into the U-Haul.
Okay. The book is heavy. It does take both of you to maneuver it onto the hand truck. The hand truck is a great help. You take it back down to the casino floor and make your way out towards the loading dock. No one seems to really care that you're moving this huge book, especially not the gamblers. they are busy throwing their money away or trying to get it back, as it were. You make it out to the loading dock. The mechanism on the U-Haul works, lowers down. You load the book up in there. Are you using anything to strap the book down once you get it inside the truck, or how are we doing this?
Oh, hell yeah, brother. Double ratchet straps.
Okay. All right. So you get it into the truck. You get it all ratcheted down. You close the doors of the truck. You hop in. Give each other a look like Smokey and the Bandit, getting ready to go eastbound and down. And how are we going?
By the speed limit and the laws of traffic, my friend.
Okay. All right. So we have Ken and Maggie. They pull out of the parking lot of the Casino of the Wheel. And both of them get to make me a perception awareness.
Never that easy. Never that easy.
Only one success for me.
Hi, Maggie. All right, Maggie. You're sitting there.
Never that easy.
And you pull out of the driveway of the Temple of the Wheel, and you just hear it's almost like you've seen those movies that have the submarines in them, and they hear the ping off of the hull of the submarine when they get pinged. That's what you hear in your ears. You hear boom. Literally as soon as the wheels of the truck hit pavement that are not on casino property.
Maggie just looks pale, like any color that might have been there.
Ken, you get an uneasy feeling that you're being watched.
Okay.
Wow. Ken.
Yes, Maggie.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die horribly.
Maggie, you know how many times I've been shot?
Do you know how many times I've been stabbed? 37. How many times have you been
buddy.
shot?
I've been shot upwards of 10.
Hey. I'd like not to add a 38.
Well, unfortunately, that comes with the job. For now,
So,
however,
here's
we're
a question
2
for
years.
you. Kind of in a panic here. Would you have any objections to me calling somebody who has my best interest at heart that's still in the city?
That being,
Garrett?
we are not involving the furries.
But he really likes me, and he keeps me safe, and...
I don't care. When they show up, shit burns down. Have you ever listened to Tommy? Do you remember what she said? The last time people were like, oh, let's burn something down? No, we're not werewolves. We're better than that. Suggesting that arson is their modus operandi.
Yeah, but I just got, like Russian subbed in the middle of the Baltic Sea.
Yeah, and I'm getting pinged too. But eyeballs are eyeballs. Eyeballs are everywhere. Just keep your eyes open.
We're gonna die. We're gonna die. That's what's gonna happen.
Maybe. Maybe we do.
I was gonna have a really big... I was gonna become a real boy tomorrow.
How the fuck are you going to be like a badass operative if every time the threat of death looms near you have a fucking panic attack?
I never wanted to be a badass operative. I just wanted to serve the wheel.
You joined Team Badass. That is a thing you did.
That is a gross misconception. Just because Rose is the scariest thing that exists on the planet, or at least one of them.
Yeah, you got trained by like Leon from The Professional. Did you think Leon from The Professional was going to train you to do not Leon shit?
Maggie, as you're sitting there, you know how in those same movies when the ping goes, you've heard the ping go out. You know when it pings and comes back?
Mm-hmm.
that echoes through your ears.
I'm gonna roll willpower. You can tell me what the difficulty is.
You have curiosity or anything like that?
I don't know. It's been a long time. No, but she's got hallucination. She's got 2 voices in her head beside her own.
We'll say 7. It's fair.
But she's also got common sense.
Okay.
So 7?
Yeah.
She's good. She doesn't call Garrett.
Yep.
She takes a breath. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Here, she hands her phone over to Ken. Hold on to this.
My eyes are on the road. Put it in the compartment.
She puts it in the glove compartment.
So how paranoid is Maggie right now?
On a botch, and the fact that she was like, nothing's ever easy.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale from 1 to 10, high 6, low 7.
Okay. All right. So that means she's probably doing things like looking around and checking mirrors and stuff, right?
You know, I know what you're trying to do to me right now. I'm gonna go with it. Yeah, that's exactly what she's doing. She keeps checking the mirrors, keeps like leaning over and looking up and checking as they go by buildings and things like that.
Give me perception alertness.
What is her alertness score? I got a success.
Okay. You're looking around and you're checking mirrors and, you know, generally probably pissing Ken off. You look, what the hell's that old truck doing back there? That doesn't look like it's in the right place.
Ken?
Yes.
Ken?
Mm-hmm.
So, I have a question for you.
Feel free to ask.
We've gotten along a lot better in the past couple months, right?
Wouldn't have called you if we didn't.
Just want you to know that you've been a positive influence for me. You and Naomi both. And if for some reason you make it out of this and I don't, I want you to make sure that she knows that.
Of course. So is there an actual reason you're saying this, or is this just part of what you've been doing for the past half hour?
There's a truck that I swear to Christ looks like a replica from. Did you ever see Jeepers Creepers 2?
No. Jeepers Creepers sucked.
Do you remember Jeepers Creepers 1? The big truck, the big rusty truck.
Vaguely.
I got one of those following us.
Well, I'm going to put it this way. If I iced or otherwise did something rash around everything that made my skin crawl, either I would be in prison or a lot of people would be dead. Not into jumping taxpayers. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to drive. We're going to go where we're going. And if when we get there, these people decide that they want to present a threat, we will deal with it then. Otherwise, we're just going to leave the rusty truck thing and whoever happens to be piloting it the hell alone.
You know, it sometimes often troubles me that you're this calm in situations like this.
Somebody has to be.
Yeah,
And as he says that, because you've been talking for a few minutes, you feel, let's see, what's the best way to put this? I hope not, but I'm fairly sure that you both are familiar with being rear-ended by something very heavily in a vehicle? What that kind of thing might happen, how that might feel.
Yeah.
It happens.
And this is happening today.
Yes, this is happening today. Fucking shit. Are you armed?
No.
And, you would expect, when somebody slams into the back of you, especially since you're moving, that it would stop. But it seems like they're speeding up.
Maggie's gonna put her finger into that loop of hair in her cigarette case. Hey, Sif, this would be a really good time for you to actually be there and not pick up.
I'm here. I'm waiting at the place that you showed me.
We're being attacked.
By who?
A big truck that just rear-ended us. I'm guessing on purpose.
That sounds problematic.
Sure, that's one of the words you could use to describe it. I don't suppose there's any of your people that, could lend us a hand here.
That could go to your location quickly? I doubt it. You may want to try to lose them.
I don't know if Sif can see it, but Maggie is just giving this look to the lock of hair in her hand, just this look of indignance. And there's this realization of this motherfucker right here just comes across her face. She just looks at Ken. And she just puts the hair back in the cigarette case. Ken, how long can you keep them at bay?
As long as I have to, I think.
Dex drive, kid.
Okay, can I spend a willpower?
Absolutely.
I
Because
will.
you're feeling the momentum of this, whatever's hitting you from behind has started to move you faster.
Okay, 1 willpower spent, and I will be rolling.
Certainly.
4 successes if you count the willpower, depending on the diff.
Okay, you are definitely able to keep control of the vehicle at this time. However, again, you're starting to get that feeling of being on Mr. Toad's Wild Ride a little bit.
Ken, I'm going to try something, and I need you to try and keep this truck as stable as possible.
Do your shit.
Doing my shit. And with that, Maggie is going to start trying to roll a correspondence 2 and entropy 2 effect to try and hopefully cause just a small run of bad luck for this truck.
Alrighty.
And she will be putting willpower into this, and a quint, to take it from a difficulty 5 to 4.
Okay.
And hopefully, as she pulls out her paint markers, and
I think you mean difficulties. Let's see, 5. Difficulty 6 to a difficulty 5. Because you, at the moment, are both distracted and fast casting.
balls, you're right. Okay, so she is going to be she's going to be drawing some dice on each of her wrists, and I think it's only fitting. So that's 4 successes.
Alrighty.
So how many successes would she need to affect this car to have a problematic problem arise?
You want a problem that'll stick to the car?
That would, just cause some kind of chance occurrence to deal with this truck behind them.
If you want like one bad thing to happen to affect another pattern, you're looking at 2 successes. More can increase the intensity of how bad the thing is. If you want the truck to experience continual bad luck for like longer than this one instant, you will also need to apply Matter 2 to that.
Don't have Matter 2. So I am going to have Maggie roll Arte again, extending the cast. That way she can compound on some more successes here. And she will drop another willpower point into that. And I do believe the difficulty rises up by 1.
Yes, it does.
Okay.
So you're at base diff 7.
Now, 1 more with the willpower. So she will put a total of 2 into... Well, I can't really put any into duration without Matter, correct?
Right. It'll just stick to the area that you tie it
Yeah.
to, which the truck is very quickly leaving.
So then, yeah, she's putting all 5 successes into effect. As she clasps both hands on each set of dice on either wrist. So yeah, 5 successes on a bad luck curse, I guess. That's a good way to describe it.
All right. Maggie does what she's doing, and I'm assuming she's going to look into the rearview mirror to see if there's any effect, or is she not even going to look?
Well, cool guys don't look at explosions, but I don't think Maggie's especially cool right now. So yeah, she's looking in the rearview mirror.
Okay. All right. Let's see. He's going to do that. Okay. All right. So you see the truck moving. You cast your effect, and you see the left front tire go flat, like explosively go flat. You see the truck swerve a little bit, and but it swerves, but it keeps coming on the flat. He is able to keep control. And then you see a gentleman hang out of the passenger side window, and you see another one that has apparently crawled out the back and made its way up the top of the truck, and both of them are swinging ropes with grappling hooks on the end of them, as if getting ready to throw them.
Kid!
Yes.
Swerve!
Swerving.
Grappling hooks!
All right, give me a drive roll, Ken.
Will do, buddy.
Please.
Only 1 success this time.
Okay.
Oh,
All right,
no.
So you see the 2 guys, and they're sitting there, and one of them is swinging his grappling hook. And you see, as he's starting to swing it, his rope is getting longer, and the guy that's on the top of the truck doesn't notice this. And you see his grappling, the guy on the laying out the window, his grappling hook takes the guy on top of the truck full in the chest and flows him off, which then the weight of that body yanks the guy out the driver's side or the passenger side window, and they go tumbling into the street.
Maggie just kind of looks at Ken. That was convenient.
Stupid as a stupid does.
Let's see. But truck's still coming.
I can try it again, but I can't invest so much into it each time.
Just should be noted, though, it has lost contact. It's no longer propelling you, but it is staying with you.
Ken, we got a couple choices here. I'm going to go ahead and put choice Ken does not like out on the table, and that I call for help. And you don't like that help, so that's just an option. Going to put that up front. B, call the police. You told me it worked out pretty well when you called the police before, right?
At this rate, we're going to have the police on our asses anyway.
So, just putting it out there, we're not actually stealing anything.
Nope.
At least. So, you want me to call the police?
Ah, shit. That's right. No, don't call the cops.
I got nothing
You can
else.
thank Alaric.
I got nothing else then, Ken. I mean, I got Garrett on speed
Okay,
dial.
Ken, you guys are talking. You just kind of look in your rearview mirror because you're a good driver and you're going to do that. You see the driver of the vehicle has leaned out and he is aiming a sawed-off shotgun at your rear tire.
That's cool. He's leaning out?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you know what I do in a second, depending on how this goes.
Okay. All right, he got one success. You hear the boom, loud report of a sawed-off shotgun. Holy cow. Yeah, there went your back left tire.
Okay.
There's a dually, right? We've got two.
You do. But one of them has just been blown out.
So he's dogging us, and he's leaning out the side of his vehicle.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Brake. Meet Mr. Foot.
All righty. You make a drive roll and I'll make one.
Will do.
My difficulty is higher. He has 2 successes.
I have 3.
All right. He slams into the back of you. Let's see. He was not wearing his seatbelt because he had to do that.
This is a warning to all of our folks watching. If you don't wear your seatbelt, bad times are coming.
Yeah. Ken, you feel the impact as the truck runs into the back of your truck yet again, and you don't see him hanging out the front of you don't see him hanging out the window anymore. As you start to pull away again, you notice that he is currently trying to scramble back through the windshield that he went through, and seems to be very bloody. The truck has started to swerve because it no longer has anyone in control of it.
Oh, Maggie's like gonna pat him on the shoulder as she takes out her marker and starts drawing symbols of life. My brain is dead this evening, so
Do what you're gonna do.
Gonna spend a point of willpower, and if he's within line of sight,
well, if you look through Ken's mirror, you can see him. Sure.
All right. She is going to try and do her best not to impede Ken, and she's going to look out his window, and she's going to press the life symbol up to her mouth, and she is going to try to make his the muscles in his fingers go into full spasm with a life effect.
Okay. So let's see. So we said that was going to be 6 because you're distracted and fast casting.
Mm-hmm.
You spent the willpower, correct?
Definitely.
All right. Roll that beam footage.
2 successes, which I think is applicable to a total of 4 points of damage-ish, right?
Okay, all right. So you look out the window, you see what you've done, and you see him he suddenly yanks his hands back, like looking at them, and then realizes that he's no longer holding on, and he goes flying off of the truck.
Is that brief moment where he's like sort of hanging there suspended in midair and nothing happens to him until he realizes what he's done?
Absolutely.
Beautiful.
And then you see the truck start to tumble behind you.
Yeah, I'm not staying here. We're leaving.
Maggie's gonna climb back over into her seat. I think that's the second person I've killed.
Talk to me when you get to 10.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're fine. I am gonna need those nimble fingers tonight.
Besides, it's not I, Maggie. There's no I in team. We killed people today.
Thanks, Ken.
Anytime, buddy.
All right. After a few moments, a few more turns, etc., you make your way to the park that you wanted to meet Sif at, and proceed. How are you going to proceed?
Well, first of all, we're going to park in a legal parking space.
All righty. Plenty there.
Maggie's gonna go look at the to see how bad the back of the truck is fucked up.
You're not getting your deposit back.
I'm not getting my deposit back.
Maggie's kind of sitting there nodding. You're not getting your deposit back.
I never get my deposit back. The only thing that can offer me solace now is the beautiful song weaving and performances of Katy Perry.
You're really stuck on that song, Ken.
Baby, you're a firework. Now let's go fucking find your friend, 'cause I don't like getting chased across a U.S. highway, way.
That doesn't even rhyme, Ken.
It really doesn't. I reached for it. I'm sorry.
She just pulls out the hair. Sif, we're here. Sif?
Sif will basically give you like a general location. Somewhere like in the park that's far enough away you can't even really see people.
So, Ken, just going to let you know that it's Montauk, so it's pretty sandy. This is not going to be fun with the hand truck or on foot.
Do I look like I'm having fun?
She'll punctuate her message with, "Others are near. Best be hasty."
Oh, of course.
All right, let's hurry up. Come on.
Yep.
So, because this is the funniest image I've had in my head all day. We have Ken pushing the hand truck with his huge 8-foot-tall book on it, 8 foot by 5 foot, with Maggie at the other end of it trying to steady said book.
I'm going to say that I'm going to say that she took some of the ratchet straps and she has turned them into like she's like a sled dog at this point.
And so we have sled dog Maggie with Ken as the musher behind them doing the stolen book Iditarod across this park. Proceed.
I'm going to be so happy that this book is not our problem anymore. I'm going to be so happy when the stone is not our problem. You know what's going to be really great, Ken?
What?
It's when I don't have to hear anything more about, but, gods and stuff and conflict with my avatar and God.
Considering we're about to meet two, let's save the bitching for the return drive.
Oh, yeah, that's also going to be great. That's not going to get us, stopped by a cop or anything.
Oh, my God, I didn't do the thing. We're doing the thing today.
We're doing it. God damn it. Stupid book. You know what I used to do, Ken? I was a barista at one point, and my life was simple. I got off at 5, And you know what I did after I got off at 5?
What did
I
you?
went and smoked up with friends. That's what I did. That was my day. And then I started going to school, and everything was fine. And then shit went bad. And then I
Look,
woke up.
bro, I used to drive a fork truck and not get into some minor problems, but it was nothing I couldn't handle. Apartment wasn't great. Pay wasn't great. My boss was a dick. People were still trying to kill me. In fact, pretty much nothing improved. I'd say that all of my former problems were just brought onto a magnitude of fuck and shit.
Someday.
As you guys are pushing and pulling and mushing across the sandy, somewhat grassy terrain of this park, you're starting to notice a fairly significant fog has built and started to roll towards the park.
I read about this. This sucked.
Is this Acer stuff, or is this...
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. Weird shit just happens on a regular basis, and I deal with it.
Do you want me to do a thing, or is the
No.
fog not...
Just keep pushing.
All right, we're pushing. You're more pushing, I'm pulling, but we're doing it. Ken, you ever used to watch Sesame Street?
Yes.
You remember the song? It's a long, hard road, but I'm gonna get there.
You know, while I can appreciate the sarcasm in this moment, I actually can't. Keep pulling.
And she's just gonna kind of keep singing that in her head. It's a long, hard road, and I'm gonna get there. It's a long, hard
After a few
road.
minutes, you see a familiar-looking blonde woman standing by a large black man. They're approximately 100 yards away. After a few moments, they will notice this parody of dog racing coming towards them and start to walk slowly your way. Both of them are kind of giving that fog anxious looks for some reason.
Maggie's just gonna slip her hand into her pocket again, touch the hair real quick, and just go looking directly at, the blonde-haired woman. Sif, that is you, right?
Shelby.
Sif will respond. Yes, I'm here.
Okay, you're walking towards us, right? With Heimdall, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. Facing directly towards me, looking apprehensive about the fog.
I will wave to you if it'll comfort you.
It would do me wonders.
The blonde woman approaching will raise her hand.
Maggie lets out a sigh of relief. Okay. We're good, kid. Not imposters.
That's great to know, buddy.
After a few moments, those two little groups meet and stand there staring at the hand truck with the book on it.
Okay. So the hand truck here, I bought that. That's my property. Which means I don't have to answer to anybody if you decide to borrow it for an extended period of time.
Straps came with the truck.
Very well might.
The straps, however, came with the truck. I got to return those.
Sif looks around kind of nervously. Very well then. We should probably make a hasty retreat.
Do you two got this?
She'll sort of wait for a minute, kind of hesitating. You need to give me spoken permission that I can have this.
By all means, Sif, please take this book and do your will with it. Please bring order back to this world. Please take the book, Sif.
I, Ken Lovechild, hereby give you permission to take the book.
Sif will nod, and as if no longer restrained by some force they couldn't perceive, she will reach her hand out and she will touch the book.
And when Sif touches the book, it shrinks down to the size of a pocket diary, and she's able to slide it into her dress.
Sign of
Just leave it. And Ken looks at Heimdall.
Heimdall looks at Ken and says, "Run for your life."
Keep the hand truck.
Keep the straps. We'll pay for them.
I'll pay for them.
Ken and Maggie, give me perception alertness and then perception awareness.
I got 1 success.
Okay.
Pff, I got 1 success.
Okay.
I got 2 successes on the second roll on the awareness.
Okay.
I got 4 successes on the second roll.
Okay. All right. On the perception alertness, you could have sworn you heard the sound of scales hitting water. And then on the second, there's something big, ugly, and magical in that fog.
Maggie, we're running. We're running.
I haven't stopped running.
And as he's running off, he points at Heimdall. Do not waste this.
As you turn and look at Heimdall the second time, you will see that he is now clad in armor, holding a sword and shield, and has turned to face the fog.
Oh, okay. I want nothing to do with that.
We're just going to leave him?
They told us to run. We're running.
Oh, no.
They literally gave us an
I
instruction.
know. I haven't stopped running, but God damn it.
Do you want to tell God to go fuck themselves?
No, we're running.
Okay, we're going. We're going.
Back to the truck.
Okay, you run back to the truck. The truck is there.
And we are out of here.
Okay. As you start the truck, you are able to gain one last vision of the two that you left there. As you see Heimdall, he looks towards Sif, and you see him kind of pushing her as away from him, and she's very decidedly shaking her head, and he says something to her. She looks extremely sad, and she nods, and she just disappears. And with that, you see Heimdall grow about 8 sizes to where he's about 30 feet tall. And he strides into the mist until you can't see him anymore.
By hook or by crook, I am peeling that fucking rock out of Alaric's long, bony bullshit fingers.
By the power of Grayskull.
Set up a meet.
With who?
Ends. With Alaric. I want that rock. I want this over. I do not appreciate being hunted by people with grappling hooks and shotguns and rusty trucks while he sits on his ass. Am I understood?
You know that lower lip quiver someone gets when someone they weren't expecting to be yelled at yells at them?
Absolutely.
That's what Maggie's kind of got going on right now, and her eyes have gotten big and doughy-eyed.
Maggie, nod your head.
Maggie nods.
Good. Drinks are on me. And Ken heads them out.
And with that, our intrepid heroes in their battered U-Haul that Ken is definitely not getting his deposit back for,
Definitely not.
travel off into the night. The truck backfires a couple of times, obviously not getting his deposit back.
Never.
What kind of vehicle does that in this day and age?
One that was rammed.
We see a cutscene, and stepping into a hidden glade somewhere, we see a blonde woman standing beside a muscular blonde figure resting on a large stone slab with Nordic runes covering the outside of it. She runs a hand slowly along his shoulder, reaches down and touches the empty socket right about where his waist would be. And she looks up to the heavens and just says, "Soon, my love, soon."